everyone, Sophia here for my great challenge. Welcome back. Today is day 27. Yeah, 27. It's actually Saturday, so I'm right on. I'm going to start working zone 5 because zone 5 starts next week. There's only a couple of days and I'm gonna have other things to do, so I might as well just do it today. I'm gonna start with the living room. That's all I'm doing today. I have some deep stuff to do in here. The most important for me is to really moisturize the coffee table because within a couple of weeks we're going to start the fireplace, and the heat from the fireplace, I'm not going to say warps the wood because it hasn't happened yet, but it dries it. So I want to make sure that's really getting a good coat of the beeswax that I have, and then I'm going to do some serious vacuum and dusting. And then I have a show and tell for you. So let me get started by showing you what the living room looks like right now. It's decluttered, so you know, it looks clean, but there's some spots where I still have dog hair and dust that needs to be addressed. So here we go, living room. Clock, over there I have the step ladder. I pulled it up because I'm taking down the veils, the sheer panels. They need to be washed. I haven't done that in over a year, so I'm gonna do that today. I need to dust all of here, and I need to really go where the robot vacuum doesn't go. Like for instance, the corner over there, it doesn't go there. So I need to dust all of that. This is all clean. We've got one dog so far. Over there is pretty much decluttered. This is all decluttered. That's the thing I want to show you in show and tell. I've had it for a couple of weeks, but I need to put it away, so I have to show you. And then the mental, you know, you've all seen the living room a gazillion times, so that's what it looks like right now. I'm going to dust, thoroughly vacuum, moisturize this, take the panels down, and that's about it. And then dining room, you know, nothing much, same as usual. Okay, so let me get started. I'm going to take care of my table first. So for those of you who are new to the channel and you just found me this week or a couple of weeks ago, welcome. If it's your first time seeing this table, I know it looks huge, but it is one of the few things alongside the black buffet that's in the dining room that we really wanted to bring back from grandmother. So it pretty much had our name on it for quite some time. And that was way before she passed. Everybody knew that round table and the buffet were going to Scott and Sophia. This is an antique dining room table that my husband's grandmother and husband, his step-grandfather, cut down. So you'll see in a second. It's basically like the big main pillar that was holding it at a dining room height was cut down. So they kept the base, the 3-foot base, and the top, they basically shortened it and made it a coffee table. And that's the coffee table they had in their house. So it's right there by the fireplace, you can see that. I don't really move it away, it stays right where it is now. But I know that being by the fireplace is not the best thing for it, so I want to make sure I moisturize it and keep the wood really nice and treated. So that way, through the winter, it doesn't dry up and, you know, starts, because it's panels, you can see that, you know, it's pieces of wood bunched together. I don't want to start seeing a crack in between, or, you know, like a hairline, you know, separation. So I'm just using this. This is the Feed and Wax by Howard. I've used it on my Victorian piece of furniture that I have in the dining room, and I gotta tell you, this is really wonderful. You can heat it up if you want. I don't, or you can just use it as is. It's fairly liquid, so it's not something that really needs to be heated up in the microwave or anything. It works just fine, and then with the motion and you know, you're wiping it on the table, it actually melts. So the whole table is done, and it's looking really, really nice. You see the nice sheen on it. It's a little bit darker. It is beautiful wood. I don't know if you can see all the tiger stripes. I'm not sure what kind of wood it is. I'm going to say it's some kind of oak, or maybe it's maple, tiger maple, I'm not sure. But it's done. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing with the curio. Because that's, sorry about the clock, that's by the heat. And same thing, this is going to start warping if I don't nourish it. So I do that about maybe twice a year. Definitely at the beginning of winter, and at the end of winter I wax all of the antique furniture in the house, because I really want to preserve it. So let me do this. I may dust a little bit inside, but I don't think it needs it. So let's go investigate. So all of this wood here is really, really dry. You can tell it's got, you know, it's pretty old. So it's got some nicks here and there. But what I want to see if whether or not this thing needs to be dusted. I did it 2 months ago. So quite frankly, I don't think I need to do it. See, it's pretty much done. Yeah, hold on. Let's go on the top. Yeah. All right, so I don't really need to dust the inside, so I'm just gonna work on the outside. And if you guys are interested in finding out what's in here, I believe I have a what's inside my curio cabinet video, so you can browse. I'll put the link up above or below, and you can check it out. So that's done, and again, looks much better. It's nice and conditioned. So what I'm going to do now is, with the rag that I've been using that still has some leftover wax, I'm just going to go ahead and dust the rest of the living room with it. I don't have to add any wax on it because I have plenty. So let me do that, and then we'll vacuum and I'll take down the sheer panels. There really isn't much dust here because of the lamp. I'm telling you, this stuff is amazing. I barely have to dust anything, but I'm still gonna pass a little bit on it. Again, if you have one of those lamps, you need to keep them on. Don't turn them off. This is the dusting that I don't do when I do my weekly home blessing out. You know, I just quickly dust, but I don't go over every single thing. So that's done once a month. And this one I do put wax on it because the kids leave drinks here, and I have my cup of tea once in a while. And you know, the heat and the moisture can damage the wood, so that one I get to wax more often. Now this chair, I just removed the pad. You know, the holidays are coming, you have guests over and whatnot, and we always use this chair as an additional one in the dining room or in the living room or in the living room as the, you know, additional seat. So I'm using this Restore Finish, which I really like, in dark walnut, and I'm just going to go over it because it has some little nicks here and there. It brings back the shine and it covers some of the wood damage, so that way when I have guests and they are ready to use the chair, it looks, I'm not going to say brand new because that's an old chair, but it looks nice. So I spent a little bit over 35 minutes and everything is done. I have all the sheer panels down in the laundry room. They're being washed. They're gonna come out sparkling white. There's things that I didn't do. Didn't wash the walls and I didn't wash the baseboard. That can wait for next month. The chair has been somewhat restored. Everything is vacuumed and dusted. Vacuum thoroughly the carpet, and all of this here is dusted. Re-waxed the table and dusted all of that, and I washed the windows. Just sprayed with regular Windex and paper towel, and that's about it. So I've deodorized the living room. I'm using this at the moment, Lavender Vanilla by Abby and Sullivan, I think. TJ Maxx find for $2.99. Smells wonderful. So the living room is done, and the dogs are happy. It smells good in here because I used that linen spray that I have. It feels really good. There's a scent of beeswax in here. You can definitely smell that there was deep cleaning going on. So I like to do this once a month as part of Zone 5. Technically you'd work that, yes, okay, all right, thank you, I see you, yes. Technically you work Zone 5 throughout the entire week, so you do a little bit each day, but since I've been editing every night coming back from work, I haven't had time. So that's why sometimes you'll see me do more than what you're supposed to do in Zone 5 in one shot because I'm behind. Okay, so living room is done. Next month I'll do the walls, I'll do the convex mirror with the, you know, the eagle, the federal mirror. I'll do the baseboard, and we have a schedule for the chimney sweep, so that's going to be taken care of during the month of November. And that will be it, right? For because I did the cobwebs, I did everything else. So yeah. Oh, and I did the fan last week actually, so that's done. Okay, so show and tell. You know my friend who got me the chairs, so he lives in a building where people throw away stuff all the time. Okay, and a couple of weeks ago, he found this, and I can't believe that people throw this away. It is so, I don't even know how to say it. It's just, it's awful. I don't know how people throw away this stuff. But anyway, let me show you what it is. Disrespectful, I think, is the word I was looking for. Okay, so somebody threw away an antique family Bible. Do you see it? Okay, so I'm going to pull it out, and it's in bad shape, so I understand why some people may not want to keep it, but there's places where you can donate those. You don't have to throw it in the garbage. And I'm only saying that because it's a Bible. You don't throw away the Bible. So let me pull it out, and it really comes out in pieces all over the place, but I wanted to show it to you because some of you may be interested in that. I think it's beautiful. Man, I wish I had some serious bucks to get it entirely restored. I really don't know how much it's worth, but anyway. So the top is a leather, and you can tell here on the side that it had locks, right? So you could lock it on both sides. Well, it still has them. Okay. And so I'm going to be very careful because the paper, and it's been repaired apparently with duct tape by somebody. I need to be careful because there's some pages that are really falling apart. But I want to show you the beauty of this one because I think it's worth spending some time, looking at it. Can you see that? Okay. So it's got illuminations in gold. You see that? Okay. They're very damaged, but I'm sure it can be restored. No doubt in my mind. Like this piece of paper here, this vellum, that can be restored, or you just replace it. So this is the self-interpreting Bible with numerous notes by the Reverend Henry Cook, reedited with addition by the Reverend J.L. Porter, New York, American Publishing Company. Beautiful engraving in the front, right? And then here, I'll tell you the date. This is from 1873. It's got a concordance reference manual in the back. So and this is a family Bible, right? And this is the part that's really upsetting to me, because you'll see at some point we get into the family part, and I think it's in the back. Okay, so look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? Let me see if I can give you some close up. Can you see? All right, so these are all the books of Moses, and there's Joshua and Samuel, the book of Ruth. It's all illustrated, okay? So it goes on and on and on. And of course, there was gold here on the side, but it's been thumbed through so many times over the last, I don't know, 1873 and 150, what, 5 years?
140.
Yeah, we're both challenging math, okay? So anyway, so once in a while you get one of those absolutely gorgeous engravings. I'm trying to get you like some really nice close-up so you can see.
145.
145, I was 10 off, okay. 145-ish, says Scott. Samuel and the High Priest. Beautiful engraving. And all of the engravings inside are protected with vellum paper. I think some of them would make fabulous frames. They really would. This is the Escape of David. So it goes on and on, right? So this is the usual Bible. Here are the Psalms, okay? Let me see if there's another engraving here. There should be one right here. Okay, what's that? This is the death of Atalia. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. But the interesting part is that it's a family Bible. Okay, so what it means is that the ancestry is accounted for inside. But for that, you got to go all the way to the back. Okay, so this is the concordance here. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So here we go. I don't know how people threw this stuff away. That is so upsetting to me. Okay. But I saved it. So here we go. Ida Barnett and William Meyer. So this is their marriage. First Baptist Church on the 6th of July in West Hoboken, New Jersey in 1782. In presence of Charles Moore, Deli Monroe, and signed by the Honorable something Osborne, pastor, First Baptist Church. Okay, so technically you're supposed to have pictures here. They don't have the pictures. And then you're supposed to have family portraits in those, and they don't have that either. That's all right. And then at the end of the Old Testaments, before you get into the Gospel, right, there's this part here. And this one is all written by hand. I got to show you in close up because this is just beautiful. There's a family register. And I guess it's got all the marriages. 1944. So it went all the way up to 1944 is when they stopped. And then there's another one here. This one is 1913, but these are the people who passed away in the family. Then you just go into St. Mark. Yeah, there you go. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, so here's the Lord's Prayer. All in gold. I don't know if you can see the gold on it. Let me see. Can you see it? Okay. Melody, I bet you're loving this. And then look at this one right here. You could frame this one. It's so beautiful. It's really high quality engravings. They are just stunning. All right, and the New Testament starts here. Okay, so same thing. There's a little bit of each gospel, you know, like a little bit of a history of each. And then the Acts. And because it's a self-interpreting, you know, there's kind of like a little bit of Bible study going with it. Oh, it's stunning. All right, and here we go, and this is the Gospels here. Let me see, which one is that? This is Christ's blessing little children. Right here. You can see it, it's upside down. There we go. Can you see that? Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to show this to you because I think that it was a beautiful find. Am I keeping it? I would like to. I don't know if I can because it's really falling apart. So I'm keeping it in the box for now. And here is the back cover. Right here. And again, it's got those big locks here. It's a gorgeous piece. It really is a gorgeous piece. So Scott picked up the map. What do we got? Anything? Probably old junk. Anyway, I wanted to share this with you because I thought it was an absolute treasure, and it really is a shame that people throw this stuff away. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna leave it in this box for now. It's gonna go under the curio cabinet. I have Dick's family Bible, right?
That's, I was wondering about that. I thought you did.
Yeah, so I do have one of Scott's family Bibles that's about the same age, in better condition but smaller. It's not as thick, but I do have that, and I have pictures of the family in it with clipping from newspapers that, you know, when somebody died or...
But that's from his family.
That's from his family, yeah.
It's not my family.
No, it's from his family. It's from Dick's family. So I have that. So I don't really need this one because it's not my family. However, I can't bring myself to throw it away. I just can't. I think it's almost blasphemy for me to see a Bible being thrown in the garbage. I just don't get it. So anyway, I may be able to fix it, like cut on the edges and try to fix the spine, maybe resew it. It's like one of those projects that's going to be at the bottom of my priority list because I am not itching to fix it right now. But I thought it would be nice to share that with you for those of you who are religious or who are into antiquarian stuff or who like old things like me. You may have enjoyed this. So anyway, I'm done for today. Guess what I'm doing afterwards? After editing this video, I'm actually spending the rest of the day quilting. So yay me for finding some me time and taking care of the things I enjoy and I'm passionate about. Don't forget to subscribe right here in the corner if you haven't done so already. If you are brand new to my channel, welcome, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching, you guys. Bye.